Have you ever seen a hopping little creature and thought, is that a frog or a toad? You're not alone. Basically, toad is a classification of frog. According to Penn State University, all toads are frogs, but not all frogs are toads. These two amphibians often get confused, but once you know what to look for, you'll never mix them up again. Let's start with their appearance. Frogs usually have smooth, moist skin that looks shiny and even a bit slimy. They spend more time in the water or are usually very close to water while on land, so their skin stays moist. Meanwhile, toads have dry, bumpy, and warty skin. They can live further from water sources because their skin doesn't dry out as easily. And their legs? Frogs typically have long, strong hind legs for jumping far distances, while toads have shorter hind legs more suitable for walking than hopping. If toads do jump away, their jumps are shorter than frogs. Even their faces differ. Frogs usually have big, bulging eyes, perfect for spotting insects. Toads have smaller, more subtle eyes, and some even have visible parotoid glands behind them, which produce mild toxins as a defense. While not deadly to humans, it can cause irritation or a nasty taste to predators. The difference between the habitats of frogs and toads lies in their preference for moisture. Frogs are true water lovers. You'll often find them in ponds, swamps, rivers, or rainforests because their moist skin loses moisture easily, while toads, which have drier skin, are often found in drier areas such as gardens, field, and forest. Behaviorally, frogs are more agile and alert. They jump high, swim fast, and are quick to escape, although some species are poisonous also. Toads move slowly, and their main defense isn't running, it's poison. Some species even puff up to scare predators. Female frogs and toads both release eggs when they breed. Luckily, the difference between frog and toad eggs is easy to see. Frogs lay their eggs in clusters, which float on the surface of water, while toads' eggs come in long strings like tiny beads on a necklace, usually laid in shallow water. What about their sound? Frogs are loud singers. Males croak loudly to attract females, especially during mating season. Their calls can be rhythmic, musical, or even strange. Toads also croak, but their sounds are usually lower pitched and less musical. Some sound like a slow trill or a raspy hum. Both frogs and toads have predators: snakes, birds, lizards, even humans. So how do they survive? First, many frogs and toads can change their skin color to blend in with their surroundings, making it difficult for predators to spot them. For example, Solomon Island leaf frog that has a leaf-like shape and coloration, making it virtually indistinguishable from a dead leaf. While Eastern American toad spends much of its time under leaves or rocks, and its brown coloration helps it remain hidden. Second, a good way to avoid being eaten is to make it so no one wants to eat you. Best way to do this is to poisonous. Frogs from the family Dendrobatidae, poison dart frog family, obtain their toxicity from their diets. Meanwhile, true toads from the family Bufonidae can make their own toxins. Third, some frogs can inflate their bodies with air, making themselves look bigger and harder to swallow. This can be an effective deterrent for predators like snakes. For example, the blunt-headed burrowing frog, also known as the balloon frog. Fourth, member of the genus Bombina, fire-bellied toads, and a few other species, use the unken reflex. The unken reflex is a defensive behavior where they arch their backs, raise their limbs, and expose their brightly colored undersides to warn potential predators of their toxicity. This action, combined with the secretion of a milky toxin from their skin, deters predators from attacking. Fifth, some female frogs, particularly European common frogs, Rana temporaria, have been observed to play dead as a tactic to avoid unwanted mating attempts from males. This behavior, known as tonic immobility, involves the female frog remaining motionless, appearing to be dead, to deter males from pursuing them. This strategy is employed during the explosive breeding season, where multiple males may attempt to mate with a single female, sometimes leading to the female's death. A Brazilian flea toads, Brachycephalus pulex, which is native to Brazil, become the world's smallest known amphibian and smallest known vertebrate. From snout to rump, males Brazilian flea toads measures around 7.10 millimeters on average. Females are slightly larger, averaging around 8 millimeters. The smallest ever specimen measured was just 6.45 millimeters. That's roughly half a millimeter shorter than the previous record holder and small enough to sit comfortably on a pinky fingernail. Meanwhile, the Goliath frog, Conraua goliath, is the largest frog in the world. It can grow up to 12.6 inches or 32 centimeters long and weighing as much as 7.2 pounds or 3.3 kilograms. That's about the size of a small house cat. They are native to Cameroon and Equatorial Guinea. They are also listed as endangered species by the IUCN Red List. So, frog or toad? If it's slimy, shiny, and jumping far, you're likely looking at a frog. If it's dry, bumpy, and walking slowly, that's probably a toad. Both are fascinating, essential to our ecosystems, and worth protecting. So next time you see one, take a closer look. You might just see a world of difference.